Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
there's a young maiden.
more than life,
The left
more than jewels.
I wish more than
Where
life,
the child is baker.
more than anything,
It's
more
like
than
The moon, if the king was giving a festival.
more than
I
life.
wish to go to the festival.
More than rich.
And the
I
box,
wish my cow would give us some milk.
more than anything.
I wish we had a child.
I wish to go to the
I wish you give us some
festival.
milk or even cheese. I wish. I wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
What you Cinderella?
What festival? What you wish to go to the festival? The festival. The King's Festival.
And her father was taken for his new wife,
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her own.
Look at your nails. Look at your dress.
What was happening?
You still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All through her beautiful face, vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
but she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house?
A warm environment might be just what Milky White needs to produce his milk.
It's a she. Haven't you had to tell you only she's to give milk?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you will pick them out again in 2 hours' time, then you may go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or 4 birds in the sky, birds in the fields and the castles and ponds, and a few of those little birds, leaves, leaves and the leaves in the fields and the castles and ponds. No squeeze Little birds, pick to the ashes, pick and peck but swiftly sift the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market.
But mother, no, he's the best cow.
She was. She's been jarred for a reason. You have no choice but to sell her while she can still command a price.
But Milky White is my best friend in the whole world.
Listen. There are bugs on her ducks. There are flies. There's a lump on her rump, and not to be a hump. But son, there's no time to sit and dither while her withers wither with her. And no one keeps the cow for a hump. Sometimes I fear you're touched.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected, ma'am. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
Are you certain of your way?
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Now don't scrape me late.
Save some of those sweets for Granny.
Into the woods and down the dell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell what's waiting on the journey. Into the woods to bring some bread to Granny who is sick in bed. Never can tell what lies ahead, for all I know she's already dead. But into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to grandmother's house, home for dark.
Fly birds, back to the sky, back to the eaves and the leaves and the fields and the hurry up and do my hair, Cinderella. Are you really wearing that?
Here, I found a little tear, Cinderella. Can't you hide it with a hat?
Beautiful.
I know. She needs me. Put it in a twist.
maples. You see, when your mother, sweet child, she felt an unusual act. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father what she wanted more than anything in the world. Greens, nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watermelons, and peppers, and lettuce. She said, all right, but it wasn't right, because I caught him in the arm in my garden tonight. He was robbing me, raping me, putting to my rutabaga, raping my arugula, and ripping up the raping my chip, my beard, eyes, like they don't right. He could turn him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let me have the baby and lost his spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair, you would let me have the baby that your wife will bear. You call it square.
I had a brother.
No, but you had a sister.
The witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, and that we all might live a happily ever after. How was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, why I had inherited that garden. My mother had warned me that I would have been punished. And beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he stole my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall when bang! Crash and a lightning flash. Well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, I left the big day for me. And he ate my plate. Oh, don't take away the baby. They shrieked and shrieked. But I did, and I knew what was never to reach. Your father cried and your mother died. I'm afraid I just remember. I knew it was blood. I said, sorry, I'm still not qualified. And I made a little spell of it. You too, son. That your family tree will always be a barren one. So there's no more fuss and there's no more seeds in my garden. Thrive, you just see my nectar beans. And I'm telling you the same I told the kings and queens. Don't you ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen, Mom, you must leave Milky Way tomorrow and fetch the best price you can. No less than £5. Now, how much are you to ask?
No more than £5.
Less than £5. Jack, 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 head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting bolder. The floor's gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. You can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. To wishing night from day to day. We'll never keep going so into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight to the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack.
A piggy?
You know the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might live into the crust.
You wish to have the curse reversed. You'll need a certain potion. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow, as white as milk. 2, the cake, as red as blood. 3, the hair, as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper, as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight, and I guarantee a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the woods!
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival. Darling, those nails and darling, those pillows and lentils are one thing, but darling, the pillows you make us the fools of the festival. And more to find the room.
The carriage is waiting.
We must be going.
Good night, Father.
not coming.
I know you're fearful of the woods at night.
What? No, the spell's on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell's
the
on
spell
my
is on our
house.
house. We must lift the spell together. The spell is
No,
on
you are not to comment, and that is final. Now, what am I to return?
You don't remember. The cow's white as milk, the cake is red as blood, the mare's yellow as corn, the silver as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cake is red as blood.
So Harry reluctantly set off to meet the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
I still wish to go to the
The
festive.
cow is white as milk, the
How am
cake
I
is
ever
red
to
as
get
blood.
to the king's festive?
I'll save her.
All these fish to play with the hair of the tree, the devil return us on the king's festival. To the woods, it's time to go. Maybe all in vain, I know. Into the woods with me, so I have to take the journey. Into the woods, the path is straight, I know well, but who can tell?
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit mother.
Into the woods to fetch the
To
things.
make the potion.
Go to the festival, into the woods without regret. The choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods without forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish, I don't care how the time is now. Into the woods to sell the cow. Into the woods to get the money.
Into the woods to fetch the
To
things.
make the potion.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just woods. No need to be afraid, there's
Something in the glade there.
into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get that thing that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king, to sell the cow, to make the push, to see, to sell, to get, to break, to make, to lift, to move the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods to cry the woods. Oh, oh, oh.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother, and she visited her so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
Opportunities not a lengthy visitor and good fortune like that can befall the least expected. Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, and you shall have your wish. Shiver, quiver, little tree, silver and gold rain down on me. I won't forget my wish. Quiet, silence never melt milky white, not to my liking.
Hello there, Jack.
How did you know my name?
When I first appear, I seem mysterious. But when explaining, I'm nothing serious.
Say that again?
On your way to market, you might have been there long ago, taking your time, Jack.
No, no, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, see that arrested.
How much are you asking for the animal?
No more less than £5, sir.
5 pounds? Why such a sum, Jack?
Well, my mother told me.
Your mother, a boy your age, you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, I.
Come on, Milky White. You are a spirit. Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
wish to help. You can't help. No. Spells on my house. Only I can fit the spells. Spells on my house. Spells on
How as white as...
Hello, young man. What might you be having to do with a cow in the middle of the forest?
Sir, I was heading towards market, but I seem to have lost my way.
What were you planning to
And what were you planning to do there?
Sell my cow, sir? No less than 5 pounds.
5 pounds for a money to buy cows.
She must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I would have no food to eat.
This is some total.
Beans! We mustn't give up our beans! Well, feel we must.
What are you talking about?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans? And he takes from my cow?
Oh, these are no ordinary beans. These beans carry magic. Magic.
What kind of magic?
Tell him.
Magic. That defies description.
Well, my mother
Would be
would.
lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6,
5.
5.
We can't part with all of them. We should keep one for ourselves. And besides, I'd say they're worth a pound each at the very least.
Might I be able to buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, you won't be on a plate.
Magic beans. We've no reason to believe they're magic. Or you planning to dispel this cursory deceit?
We did them a favor. At least now they'll have some food to eat.
5 beans.
If you know, and then you go and you find it and you get it.
Oh,
Do you want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret it.
you must go home.
There are rights and wrongs and in betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe there is magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's
Everything
crying.
you do is pure and intended, it's meant, just a little bent, doesn't matter.
Yes.
No, it matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Three more tries to come, our prize in the end, inside you'll realize. At the end is right, it justifies the beast.
Take it now and go home. I will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so they continue to search for paint as good as blood. As for Rapunzel, who was careful not to lose its beauty to the outside world, she locked in the devil's tower deep in the woods. And when she paid a visit, she called forth.
Children are a blessing if you know where they are. Nothing so distressing though as when they keep you guessing. So make sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little wonderful. He's big enough for me. Perfect. A little world. He's all that needs to be. Perfect. Brushing my hair, only my hair, only my color, me and my hair. Our little world's perfect. She just didn't draw.
that long. I so admire it.
My granny made it for me.
I would love to have a red cake like this someday.
You look pretty foolish.
Well, hey, take a look at it.
I
Please!
don't like you on my cake. Give it back.
I want it badly.
Give it back. Please. Forget that little girl and get the cake.
I just wanted to make sure that you really love this cake. And now, make sure you don't run into any wolves on your way.
I'd rather wolf than you any day.
If you know what you want, then you go and you want it and you get it. Do I want a child or not? Oh, it's a cloak, it's a joke, it's a cloak, it's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to see her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, how uneasy I feel. Perhaps it's all sweets. Oh. Good day, grandmother.
Good day.
My grandmother, what large ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large eyes you
The
have.
better to see you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large hands you
The
have.
better to hug you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what a terrible big mouth you have.
The better to make away.
Scarcely had the wolf said this. Then a single bound to devour from her bone. Was an old enemy from her bone. And with his appetite appeased, he settled down for a night's long nap.
That grandmother has a mighty snore. Where's the little one? Eating no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother? Ha! Oh, it's that red cloak in your mouth. I'll get the red cake from within your stomach.
What a fright. How dark and dank it was inside that wolf.
Kill the devil! Take that knife and cut his little head off. Let's see him sliced into 1,000 bits. Better yet, let the animal die a painful, agonizing, hideous death.
Granny?
Quiet, child. This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I'll leave you to your task.
Don't you want the skins?
No, please keep them.
What kind of a hunter are you?
I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not slay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. I had been so careful, I never had care. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in, with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared, but he drew me close
And so the baker, the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he ever had been, ran back to the woods. As for Glad Jack,
Only $1 change a cow for beans. Mother, no. That's not supper for you.
little did they know, those beans were an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
Are you all right, miss?
Yes, I just need to catch my breath.
Oh, what a beautiful gown you're wearing. Were you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Whatever are you doing in the woods at this hour?
John! Oh, who is that?
Have you seen a beautiful woman in the ball gown, Casper? I don't think so, sir.
Don't play the fool, woman.
I don't know.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before. Thank you. Now, the prince. What was he like?
He's a nice prince.
And
It's a nice ball.
and
When I enter the trumpet,
the prince.
or the prince,
Is the prince.
well, he's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? You say that he's charming.
He did nothing but dance.
Yes.
And it made a nice
And
shape.
the prince.
for the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He is strong for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
He has a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Are you going to return to the festival tomorrow's eve? Perhaps I'll be pursued by a prince. The only thing that pursues me is tomorrow's
Over
bread.
there.
But I'm going to be pretty
He's strong.
I mean, slippers. That's beautiful. Wait, I need your shoes. No, come back.
One midnight gone.
No knot unties itself.
Such a thing was wished for. Our nuts was touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed?
Agreed.
Never were called at a ball.
Or a pig. Or opening your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure.
Squatty spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
Close to the family, closer to the wine.
One midnight gone! Now the wolf's not the end of the world.
The servant back to the Donko prince.
Not a lady prisoner. You may know what you need to get what you want, but see that you keep what you have.
One midnight gone.
The harder to get, the
One midnight gone. One midnight gone.
Agreed.
One midnight gone. One midnight gone.
Into the woods! Into the woods! Into the woods and out of the woods as one hole before! There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you're way up high, you look below at the world you've left and the things you know that more than a glance enough to show you just how small you are. When you're way up high, you're on your own in a world like none that you ever know. The sky is the land, the earth is stone. You're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dared 'cause you don't care. And suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor.
all to swallow you for lunch. And your mom is letting your stomach stone and you're really scared being all alone. And it's then that you miss all the things you own, and the little you left, and the little you know the fun is done. You still but you cannot run, and you trample down, you look below, the world you know begins to grow. The house and your mother at the door. The roof, the house and a world you never thought to explore. And you think of all the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. When you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Five gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more when my mother made me surrender them. She gave me these 5 to do as I pleased. Where is Milky White?
You might have home with my wife.
Let's go find
No,
them.
I don't know if I should sell.
You said I might buy her back.
I said you might.
But I gave you 5 gold pieces.
Well, I'm not certain 5 gold pieces.
Are you saying that you wish for money?
I need more money, so
I will go fetch
No,
more.
that's not what I said. 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baby supplies for a year. I could buy a thatched roof and a new chimney.
Could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When I first appear, I seem delirious. But when explained, I'm not serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish a child? 5 gold pieces, 10, 20?
I'm about to put a price on it.
You haven't thought about many things. Now, have you?
Hey, that's not yours.
Nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
I thought you were back at home.
She got the red cape.
The cape, yes, that's still only 2 to the 4.
1.
2. The cape and the cow.
You got the key.
What did you do with the cow?
She ran away. I never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
I should know better to trust you with the cow.
She could have just easily run from you.
Yes, but she didn't.
But she might have.
But she did.
But she might have. Who cares? The cow's gone. Get it back.
We were just gonna do that. Oh, here. I can give you
Don't
this.
give me that tool. I want to touch that. Listen to her beautiful music. It's lovely.
She's very talented.
By tomorrow midnight delivery, I wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry, I lost the cow.
I'm sorry, I should have yelled. Here, I will go and find the cow. Will you please return to the village? Thank you.
Ah, good brother. Father and I have been looking all night. I've been looking for her. Where did she go? Disappeared. Like 5 mornings. She was lovely. The loveliest. I'm not so sure of that. I too have thought maybe that it's here in the woods.
The woods.
Yes, atop a tall tower that has no doors to stare.
Where?
Oh, 2 leagues to east from here, just beyond Mossmore. And how do you manage a visit? I stand beneath the tower and say, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And then she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, as yellow as corn, which then I climb to her. Rapunzel, Rapunzel. What kind of a name is that? You jest. I have never heard of such a thing. She's Dorian, a maiden from a prince. None would run from us. Yet, one has. Did I abuse her, show her to sing? What children.
And I have children.
Oh, that's okay too.
Yeah. Well, I have a senior son today.
Okay, to go back to that beanstalk again. Well, while you're ahead, I say, Jack! Jack!
Moo! Moo!
Moo! Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
Ah!
What are you doing?
I was here to make amends.
You've caused enough trouble now. Keep out of my path!
I hope there are no witches to encounter. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Is that you, my prince?
Yes.
Excuse me, Bliss. You do take plenty of spills, don't you?
Yeah. They're not fit for this running. They're actually not fit for dancing either.
I'd say there's pure scold.
Well, they're everything you could wish for a beauty.
You know what, I would give her just one.
One's one, you do what you could.
Because the ball is just as wonderful as last week.
Oh, it's still a nice ball.
Yes, and
They have large much.
no prince.
Oh, the prince. Well, if he knew who I really was.
Oh, who?
Well, I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh, how?
And I'm being pursued.
And?
And I'm not in the mood.
He must have really taken a liking to you.
Well, I don't have that much experience with princes and castles and gowns.
Nonsense. Every little girl dreams.
Look, sir, look! Yes! There she is! Move, move, move!
I must run.
I must have you. What? Stop! I need to have a child! I need to get out of here!
Where did she go? Don't play the fool, woman!
Oh, the beautiful maiden in the ballroom. That way, I was going to order here for you, but I didn't have time. Thank you. Yes, sir? Where did he go? Who?
The prince, of course.
Yes, that way we don't ever reach them.
We would have if that monk with the cow had molested us.
Cow?
Please, can I compare this hair of this cord to yours?
He wants to compare our hair to corn.
Over there!
What are you doing
She
here?
broke the cow!
Yes, Dr. Cow, you still only 2 and 4.
Three.
2.
Three. Compare this to your cord.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from Maiden in the tower.
3.
I almost had four, but she got away.
Well, we have a whole day left. Sure, we can locate the slipper by then.
We?
Well, we have to take the 2 of us to get this child.
You've changed. You're daring. You're different was. More sure. More sharing. You're giving us the buzz. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true.
It
yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home. I am home. Well, out there, you love you more than I. What out there that I cannot supply? Stay with me. Stay with me, the world is not and one. Stay, the child, you can be the child. You disobeyed me!
Did you really think I would stay in that tower forever?
You lied! Why did you tell me you had a visitor? I will not share you, but I will show you a world you've never seen! No! No!
Here's another one. When does a white cow not a white cow?
Your questions make no sense, old man.
Is that the truth?
Leave me alone. Just go away.
Fine. You want me to leave you alone so bad? Fine. Here's your 5 gold pieces. Go buy yourself another cow.
What a beautiful day. Stay away from my cape or I'll slice you in 1,000 bits. I don't want it. I was just admiring it. My granny made it for me out of a wolf that attacked us. I got a skinny animal, and best of all, I got this beautiful knife for protection. Well, look what I have. A hen. Well, it's golden eggs. I don't believe that egg came from that hen. Where did you get that egg? I stole it from the kingdom of the giant up there. And you think this is something? You should see the golden heart the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without even having to touch it. Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now, bring it back and show me? I could. You could not. I could. You could not, Mr. I am not where I'll get that heart. You'll see.
Having cast our Rapunzel to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. As he leapt from the tower, the doors in which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from a final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread a page on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck to the steps of the palace. Think, what do you want? Think, make a decision. Why not stay and be cold? Think, well, as a thought would be
nothing wrong.
Ivy Cow.
Hey, Slipper! We have a farm!
I will bring this to the prince, and tomorrow we will search the kingdom for a maiden who will fit this slipper.
It's mine! I don't care if this costs me my life.
Give her the slipper and all will be repaired.
What was that noise?
Just a bolt of lightning in the far kingdom, sir.
How dare you walk and serve without me?
My apologies. I thought that I
Enough of what you caused. I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase swear with bitch. And then, when she ran down, remained the maidens. Slipper! Brilliant! Something also? It did great, quite faster than the rest of the
And sir, I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
No, your majesty, give her the slipper and all will be repaired.
Who are you, old man?
When I first appeared,
Shut up.
He says he's obviously a spirit of some sort. I'm the only one.
Yes.
There's a dead giant in my backyard. I heard Jack coming out of the beanstalk calling for his ass. And when he reached the bottom, he started hacking out the stalk. And with a crash, the beanstalk fell. But there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been grudged by an ogre.
Worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, there's nothing any of us can do about that. We must be off. I need my rest before tomorrow's searches commence.
Does anyone not care that a giant's fallen from the sky?
He is dead, is he not?
I suppose. It's such a bad. The third midnight is here. All the objects? Yeah, a slipper, a hair.
Cape Cow.
That cow doesn't look as bad as it looks to me. She is. She is. That cow covered with flour.
Well, we did have a white one, we swear.
And where is she? She's dead.
We thought you'd prefer a live one.
Of course I prefer a live cow. So bring me the dead one. I'll bring the rest of them.
You asked?
Now. There you are. You're sick. Mama, look. Most beautiful heart. You're so ridiculous. You couldn't kill them without that plant. She's too heavy. What's happening? Melted. Now I have two friends, a cow and a heart. Quiet, feed the objects to the cow. What? You heard me feed them to the cow. Do this. I'll do it. Still only milk for me. Please, cow. Wrong ingredients. Forget about the time. No, you wait one moment. We follow your instructions. When the cow's wet is milk, correct? Yes. 2, that cake was certain he's ready. Yes. 3, the slipper. Yes.
And 4, I compared that hair to this year of
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower, and you what? What were you doing there? How could you tell me what? I touched the hair. Why can't you understand that I could not touch the ingredients? No.
the corn. Take the hair, pull it off the ear point, and feed it to the cow. Go.
This had better work, old man, or else your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Please, not now.
Son?
Yes, meet your father.
Father, is that you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from you, son, but you have to understand.
She's moving.
I don't
No,
understand.
there's no time for this. Take it, feed it to her, now!
Baby, what do you wish?
How can we expect a child? What's happening?
Son!
Father!
Son!
nation of this, after being stolen and the lightning flash, was now returned to a full state of youth and beauty. As for Milky White, after an severe indigestion, it returns to now of death. As for the prince, he began a search for clothes to fit the mold set, and when he came to Cinderella's house, the stepmother took a slip into Florinda's room.
Darling, I know what do we do? You don't have to go. When there's right, you can sit or right. You'll never get
Go obeyed and swallowed their pain, and joined the prince. The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but as she joined the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other rules?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a sensitive little kitchen wench which my husband's late wife left behind. But she's much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself, he tried on the blood-soaked slipper. It fit like a glove.
This is the true bride. I always wanted a son.
And to the dismay of the stepmother and daughters, Cinderella joined the prince, and they took off. As for Cinderella, she worked her way into the impoverished in the desert, until the day the prince, wandering aimlessly, could push so familiar and went towards her. And Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms, weeping. Tears wet his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
Oh, Rapunzel, I was going to come catch you as soon as you learned your lesson.
Who are you?
Surely you remember. Mother? This is who I truly am. Now, come live with me, and we can live the happy life we once lived. She will know what to do. Let her speak for herself. You're the only family I know. Come with me, you little beautiful babies. Leave me no choice.
As is often the way in these tales, the witch lost her power over others in exchange for her youth and beauty. When the winter of the prince was finally celebrated, Lucinda and Ferdinand ended, wishing to win good fortune with Cinderella and share. As his sister stood by the bus couple, pigeons swooped down and poked out their eyes, punishing them with blindness. belongs to now. The kingdom to feel his joy and those who serve to certain to a long and happy life. Ever after.
Ever after.
Journey over, all ended, and it's not just for today, tomorrow, extended, ever after.
Ever after.
All the curses have ended, the reverse is wiped away, all tenderness and laughter, forever after.
Happy ever, happiest and happy ever after.
The dangers are confusion, and password off the story, and constant solutions, and it never lost their nerve, and every story conclusions, and they got what they deserve. Love, sorrow, tenderness and laughter, joy today and bliss tomorrow, and forever after.
Don't be careful, don't be clever. If you see your wish pursue.
It's dangerous and deadly, but it only comes to
Let's keep those hungry steps. Those happy wishes and happy wishes.
To be continued. Once upon a time, later, in the same far-off kingdom, lived a young princess, the sad Jack,
I wish,
and the big one's family.
no, I miss, more than anything, more than the moon. I miss my kingdom up in the sky. Play hard.
Despite some minor inconveniences, they were all quite content.
I never thought I'd find a prince. I never thought I'd find perfection. I didn't think we'd be this rich. I never thought I could be so happy. Happy now, happy hence,
then the baby.
Yes, he's finding you.
You! Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What's of your garden?
Look!
Destroyed.
Oh, what has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large, no. Who?
Was it there?
A bear? Bears are sweet. So I've seen a bear with 40-foot feet. A dragon? No scorch marks using their limbs.
Manticore.
Imaginary. Griffin. Extinct.
A giant.
Possible. Very possible.
A giant?
Maybe we should tell someone.
And who are you going to tell?
A royal family? Of course.
The royal family! I wouldn't count on that family to snuff out a rat. But a giant, we don't have to go to battle. A giant's worse. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant is just like us, but bigger. Much bigger. So big that we're just an expendable bug beneath its foot. What?
We are moving.
And so the maker proceeded to the castle, now before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker.
The baker.
What can I do for you, sir?
I've come to investigate the effects of a giant in our land.
John's been home with me all day.
The maker proceeded to tell Jack and his mother that feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize a giant's footsteps. I can go to your house and
You'll do no such thing.
Any help at all?
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. I didn't see you coming to my aid when there was a giant in our
A
backyard.
giant in the backyard is one thing, a crushed gold is quite another.
Young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I'm visiting the castle nonetheless.
And so the maker reached the castle, and when he was greeted, the princess, who was greeted as news, the story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Princess. I'm afraid there might be a giant in our land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there's a giant?
My home is crushed, and there are footprints.
Those could have been caused by any number of things. I'll show you to the door.
Wait,
A house was visited by a giant not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
yes, I remember.
That giant was slain. Now come along.
Wait, I have a young child who was very difficult to come by. His safety is of great importance to me.
I'll take it up with the prince when he returns. Thank you.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
Tell her, Jack.
Mother, no.
We don't want this around when there's a giant in our land.
But I know how to kill a giant.
Please, we've had our fill of giants.
But mother, if I could just.
No. Promise me you won't leave your surroundings. Jack, promise.
I promise. What happened to your house?
We had a baking accident.
A baking accident?
No use frightening the young
You
thing.
can't frighten her.
Well, I guess Cradle happens without the bread and sweets. Besides, all I can carry.
Why such a load?
Well, I'm moving out with Granny. See, we had an accident too. Came home to find our house collapsed. It was like a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh no.
So I salvaged what I could, and I will.
Oh, the birds. What news have you? What a mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh no, a princess cannot go investigate. You're right, I'll go disguise myself. Thank you, birds.
We will take you to Granny's.
What?
You can't let her go alone.
Fine, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me.
no company, and then we're twins. Because the way you treated me, I shall never, ever be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Stay with me, there's a giant running about. Good brother, what a surprise. Brother, how good to see you. What brings you to the wood today? I investigating news of a giant. You investigate news of a giant? Father wouldn't even do that. That's business for your steward or less. Well, what are you doing in the woods? My Rapunzel has run off again. Run off? She's a changed woman. She's become hysterical. Commits a crime. Moves no soul could ever think. I don't know what to do.
What a pity.
And Cinderella.
She remains, well,
Does she? Now, brother, do tell me what you're really doing here. You tower, yours was honored, beauteously. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration or key. When the one thing you want is a thing that you do not even see. I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, made of glass. Just as unbreakable, what unmistakable agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow. Did you learn her name? No, that's a dull standing cause. Agony, such that princes must weep. Always and almost anything, almost or something asleep. If it were not for the thicket, thick is no trick. Is it thick? It's the thickest. The quickest to pick it apart with a stick. Yes, but even one prick is might think about blood. Well, it's sick. It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves. Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting the task unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery. Whoa! How'd you know what you miss? Well, they lie there for years, and you cry on your fears, one unbearable bliss. Agony that can cut like a knife. Well, back to my Oh my! My Rapunzel, I must be off. Delphine!
After hours of searching for rain, our tracker trackers lost not only their way, their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went on the town.
Maybe you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
There is no path.
Where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down. Maybe we should go back.
No. Don't want me never to stray from the path.
The path is straight from you.
Who's that?
The royal family and the Prince Steward, what are you doing here?
The castle's been set upon by a giant.
Oh no.
I warned you. Why didn't you do anything?
I don't make the policy, I just carry it out.
You take out on the royal family to solve your own problems. I think it's best we go back to the village. I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giants took on the way to the castle. Oh no. All that's left of my garden is a sack of beads, and there's not much left of your house either.
But I thought John never struck the same house twice.
You heard wrong! Shh. There! The giant's a woman!
That size.
There is no lad here.
We haven't seen him.
I want the lad behind the beanstalk.
We'll get it for you right away. Don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house. Not a great witch. Because of you, I've no mother.
And who destroyed my house? The boy asked for shelter, and he stole our hen, our gold, and our heart. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge her wrongdoings.
We are not responsible for him.
Wasting your breath.
She's right, you can't reason with a dumb giant.
No giants are a dog. Give me the boy.
We told you he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
Giant, whose near son, remained convinced that she had found the lad. There was no consensus among them on which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I don't have my powers. You think if I had my powers, I'd be here with you? Now, we'll have to give her to someone. The steward! It's his line of duty to sacrifice his own life.
Don't be ridiculous, I'm not giving up my life for anybody.
Don't take it personally.
I'm waiting.
You must understand, he's not familiar with Pigeon. Their time in the woods had no one prepared them. They'll force this right.
Excuse me, but would you like a blind girl instead? Ah! How dare you! Put them out of their misery. We're not that miserable.
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want someone grown.
Fine, then what do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue of the passion here. The finality of stories such as easy to kill. I'm sorry, I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
That's right. Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my rule. You must understand, there must always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside
You're
now.
making a big mistake.
Nonsense.
If you drag me into this mess, you'll never know how your story ends.
So
We're
you don't
lost.
like the way you've been telling it?
You think we want you to tell it yourselves? Think of your baby.
Wait! Let her go, she's right. Put that away.
It's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There's always be an outside observer that has the story.
Here's the lad!
I'm not the lad! This is not the lad!
Oh, wait! Don't drop him! Why would you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too. Well, we might have thought of something else.
If it was up to you, no decision would have been made.
Now that he's gone, we'll never know what happens next.
We'll manage.
Must I search among you for the lad?
No!
Jack's just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone should be punished, it's the man who made that exchange.
That's right.
Nonsense.
It was your responsibility, and I must punish you for his wrong.
What about our suffering? Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
You are getting me angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been flouncing through our kingdom all day?
Shh, be quiet.
Don't anger the giants.
I'll hide my son and you'll never find him. You'll never, never find him. And if you don't go back this instant, we'll get you for all that you've done. Well,
Is that you?
The boy's heading the steeple tower.
that's true. Yes. Stay here.
If he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel.
Stay away from me!
No, don't step on.
She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Don't let them get Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt as I stand here on that store.
We'll do all we can.
Promise. Promise.
Okay, promise. Oh.
No. Wait a minute. You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
can't take everyone.
Fools, there's nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. Besides, we have to stick here together.
Some people are cut out to battle giants. Others are not. Me, I don't have the constitution. And as long as I'm to be no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will work out in the end.
Not always.
I hope a giant steps on them all.
You shouldn't say that. We're thinking the same thing.
This is terrible. We just let 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask the wolf's mother.
Stop it.
I suggest we find that boy and give the giant what she wants. One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, he makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes.
He really is a sweet boy at heart. You see that? You people are so blind. It's because of that boy there's a giant running about. Now, I'm finding that boy and giving him to the giants for lunch.
Are we going to let him feed the boy to the giant?
No,
You're right. I have to go and find him.
I will go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
We can fan out. It'll increase our chances of finding him. You can stay here with the baby.
You would leave our child with her?
The baby's asleep. He will be fine.
But what if the giants return?
The giant won't harm them, I know.
How do you know?
I know.
What if...
But what if? But what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing?
Do you two always argue like this?
Not really.
Seems like it.
There's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Oh, I see.
Milky!
Jack?
Milky! Jack!
Jack?
Stay here.
I want to come.
No. You'll be safe from here.
Don't go too far. Please.
I'll only go 100 paces, and if I don't find him, I'll be right back. 1, 2, 3. Jack!
Hello.
You must be here to say the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And what are you doing alone in the woods?
Well, I came here with my husband, and it's a long story.
He would let you roam out in the woods alone.
No, actually, it was my choice.
Your choice. How brave.
Brave.
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment you could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Wait, one moment. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I'm bigger.
Of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, it's a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
Wait, this is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant, best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack? Jack? What? Oh, hello. Could I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Love's grave is destroyed.
I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Don't say that.
It's true. You
We
wouldn't
can't-
understand.
You can't stay here. There's a giant on the loose.
I'm sure the prince will tend to it at the giant's ritual.
The prince, no doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
Hey, you look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess!
Get up, get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you to do?
Well, I'll go back to the castle.
You haven't heard? I came across the royal valley today. The castle's been destroyed.
And the prince?
He wasn't with them. Here, you should come with us. You'll be safer in our company.
I must leave you.
But why?
The giant?
Oh, the giant, I almost forgot. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. A moment, turning lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now I must go off to slay the giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I will not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how alive you have made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me and kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Wake up! Stop dreaming, stop ranting about the woods. It's not the seeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, no one lives in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer, clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never it's these woods. Face the facts, find a boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of the woods. Was that him? Yes it was. Was that me? No it wasn't, just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never and? That's what woods are for. For those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you never know you had one. First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment. And live in the woods. And to get what you wish, only just for a moment. These are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment, though. Just remember, and you had it, and went back to work. It makes the ore mean more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods.
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her at the bottom of the cliff and...
How did this happen?
He was sobbing over her like she was his only mother.
That was awful.
I knew I shouldn't have left her alone. I should have just stayed with her and...
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My baby's dead.
Wake up! People are dying all around us. You're not the only one to suffer a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now, it's time to deliver that boy to Jack before we're all much dead meat.
No. Yes. He's the reason why there's a giant in our land and my wife is dead.
No. But it isn't my fault. I was given those beads. You were persuaded me to train right how for me. Without those beads, that have made no stops to get up to the giant in the first place.
Jeepers workhouse. So old would you have to tell lies about she was told we were this beats were over. So always tells us we to steal that gold.
It's your no. It's your no. So was I.
It's true.
Wait a minute, though. I also the gold in my cabin from you. So it's your fault.
Wait, no, it is not. Those means were in house. Whisper, she is getting out of the curse river.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed in the place it got cursed in the first place.
It's his fault.
So,
It was his fault. No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess wait a minute, though. I jumped on the beats up right. That's clear, but without any beats up, then what's clear is how did the second guy get down here in the first place?
Yes.
How? Who had the other beat?
The other beat.
The other beat. It is the other
I
beat.
didn't. Yes, it is.
Search
No,
yours.
it isn't good to give it to my wife. No, it isn't good. Wait a minute, she changed that bean to obtain your shoes so the one that knows how to the bean is you.
mean, that won't be this right. Oh dear, well I never knew when someone threw a gold look here. It's your fault, but it's our fault, but then it isn't mine. I know.
But what?
If you hadn't gone back up again, we were needing a reason. Need that had I got from my mother. It's her fault then. Guess what? I'm on the home in the third place. Yes, she went in there too, and then she did that I was scared. She did. No, I didn't. This is your fault. Wait a minute, you have there too?
You love the Harlow you.
I didn't know where to be in the first place. She has no fault. She ran away in the first place. Your fault.
Did you? How to get your drinks? How to get your cow? How to get your wish? Doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the blue splash. Nothing but a last midnight. Everybody's mad. Clap. Nothing we can do. How does that be true? You always give her the point. No one person really matters to the blame. Someone you can blame. Fine, that's the thing you enjoy. Facing the blame. It doesn't hate you being the blame. Just give me the boy. No. No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the witch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves, like his father, like his son will be to my father. You'll never know the last advice. So goodbye, coming at your last advice. Soon see the sky fall. Wanna be, have
Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
We should have found way out of this together.
It doesn't matter if we're together apart.
We need your help.
My wife doesn't want that help. I depended on her for everything. Now she's gone.
But we need you. You can't just leave. And your baby.
My baby would be happier in the arms of a princess. I thought you were dead. As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true? Okay. Yeah, I stole those beans. All right, I just wanted to make your mother happy. And how was I to know? How are we ever to know? And I ran. I ran away because I thought that I could outrun my guilt. And now you're making the same mistake.
No.
You're running away.
No more questions. Please, no more tests. Comes the day you say what for, just no more.
We disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't. We disappoint, and I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more rings. No more chests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers who never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there in the yonder. Running away, go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care unless there's a where. You'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions. Different kinds. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, go to it. Why sit around, resign? Trouble is on, the further you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind. Disappoint, we disappear, we die, but we don't.
Disappointed, I guess. Forget though we won't.
My father loves song.
No more giants waging war. Can we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the wishes, all the curses, all the wolves of lies, false hopes, goodbyes, reverses? Although wondering what even worse is still in store. no more.
Percy, I knew you wouldn't give up. You wouldn't leave us, Davy.
It looked like he was going to.
Why does he always cry when I hold him?
Now what are we to do?
Well, we all have to think.
If there were just some way we could surprise her. She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good birds, we need your help now more than ever. What of the prince?
I don't care. What matters now is
Find a way to make help with the giant.
how can you help?
You could do that?
How could I?
Thank you.
You can talk to birds.
The birds will help.
How?
Well, the giant returns, so peck her ass, which is fun.
But he'll stagger.
She'll get angry. And she'll crush us.
Smear the ground with pitch.
Yes.
If you lure her to an area smeared with pitch, her shoes will stick, and she'll stick. And I will strike her from behind.
From where?
Yes, send her where? The tower right there.
What tower?
The one between those two trees.
Oh.
Yes, send her the tower.
Well, we have to try something. Here.
I'm excited. We're going to kill the giant.
Hello.
The giant went in that direction.
My darling, I did not recognize you. What are you doing in those old clothes? And with a child? You must get back to the castle at once. There is a giant on the loose.
The giant has already been to the castle.
No, are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love, am I?
I love you, I do. But yes, it's true.
Why, if you had loved me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine, that I would never wish for more. And a part of me is as content and happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
I too on occasion have felt the need for more, but I haven't come in search for it. If this is how you behave as a prince, how will you act as a king?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I didn't ask to be born a king, and I'm not perfect. I'm only human.
I think you should go.
Leave? But I do love you.
Consider me a victim of the giant.
Is that what you really wish?
My father's house was a nightmare, and yours was a dream. I now wish for something in between. Please, go.
I will always love the maiden who ran away.
And I, the faraway prince.
They're almost finished.
Good.
Sit there between the two towers when the giant comes. We're going to send her in there.
Even better.
I want to climb the tower too.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help me.
What's wrong? My granny's gone.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
My granny and my mother would be upset with me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud, and here I wait till my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant trying to protect you, then the steward, he struck her with a lantern.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
That steward will pay for this. After I've slain the giant, I will slay him.
He will do nothing of the
He
kind.
shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
Yes, he shouldn't have.
Then he must die.
No, because that'd be wrong.
What he did was wrong.
Yes, it was wrong, but he will be punished in another way.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Nothing's right, dear.
Knows what she'd say.
Who can say what's
Nothing
true?
clear now.
Two things fighting.
Thoughts away.
Beside me, you are not alone.
Leave me, no one.
No one is wrong. Believe me.
Truly,
You just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard. No one acts alone. Careful, you are not alone.
people make mistakes.
Father,
People make mistakes.
holding to their own, thinking they're alone.
Honor their
Honor their mistakes, one another's terrible mistakes. Witches can be right, giants can be good. You decide what's right, you decide what's good. Just remember, someone is on your side. Our side was not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not alone. No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will turn out right now. We can make it
You're going to hide and know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first.
The next session today being full by tomorrow.
And let us all return home. And let us hope there will be no more killing.
But where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
Well, you have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him. You will? Yes. I'll be your mother now. I want another mother. I want a friend. And a pet. But of course we'll know where to go, so I'll live with you.
Oh, no.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Well, my house is in shambles. It's hardly a place to raise. Of course you can come.
And you shall join us too.
Will you not return to the castle?
I'll gladly help you with the house. There are times I actually enjoy cleaning. How proud of my wife has been of you.
And how sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children. But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child? It's called